Hey ATA Nation, it's your girl Anna and I'm back with another video. Today I'll be doing for you creamy shrimp pasta and I'll be serving it with some salmon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. Turn that bell on so that you'd be notified whenever I do post another video. If you are new here, welcome to
I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. I'm going for a ride down the side, TCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, TCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, workers at guides, memories that we'll make it tonight. But yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to
inspired by work,
prove. No end in
desire
sight,
your worst,
just always
even inspired by our work. I'm tired, you first. Alright, second, third verse. About the lies you gave first. You never did shit, I know it hurts.
Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't be just all that's a God. Be the one fuck you up. I'll do what I want. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright? I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore. So just don't be ignored. Go ask for more. Go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
seasonings, but a girl is going to put it down for probably 5 minutes. You know, the Jamaican in me just have to marinate. So we have a pot here, and please don't look for me 2 different color macaroni. I had both of them and I use half pack of each. I don't know, but I said, you know, I'm just going to mix it. I've mixed it before. The taste is the same. It depends on the sauce. It doesn't matter how you mix it. It doesn't matter about the color, because the color now going to show. So I'm adding some water to this, and the water should cover the macaroni. Yeah, ensure the water covers the macaroni. Now I'm adding some salt, and the salt is to taste. You can go a little bit heavy on the salt here, and you will see why I say that shortly. So once you do that, you're going to add some oil to the top, to the pot, and I've added some coconut oil because I'm doing coconut creamy pasta. Now I'm adding a little oil to my flat frying pot, and I'm just going to allow that to, you know, heat a bit. Look at that. Then I've added my salmon, this salmon. Guys, when you're cooking, don't say don't say this. It is not your meat, it's the meat. So I've added the meat to the frying pan, and as you can see, you are seeing everything. I would recommend you get this pot, this frying pan. It is really good to use, and especially for you guys that are doing cooking videos, you can see exactly what is in the pot. It does not stick, and I'm not giving you a pot tutorial, but I'm just telling you this pot is good. So now the pasta is finished cooking, so we're going to take that off shortly, but we're going to test our salmon first. Ensure that you turn your heat down and slow cook, because it cooks fast, but you want inside of it to have the same flavor as the outside. So take your time. The pot now run away. Don't do this when you're well hungry, So we're adding some garlic butter to the same frying pan. If you want to change your pan, you can, but the flavor, like, you want all the juicy flavors, right? So this is just a tablespoon, half a tablespoon rather, of garlic butter. And if you don't have garlic butter, you can create your butter. Get your butter, get your anchor butter, mince some garlic, and just melt it or blend it in it. Now we're adding the shrimp, and you know a girl love her seafood, like, child, ooh. Talking about this after eating it it's bad. It's really, 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 really bad. But I'm just adding about probably 4 to 5 serving of shrimp. Although I'm just going to share it in 2, but there is never too much shrimp. You cannot have too much shrimp. It's just, you cannot have too much seafood. So as I said before, turn your flame down a bit, and you're going to leave it for about 3 to 4 minutes on either side, and then you're going to flip it. You don't want it to be crispy or soggy or anything. You don't want to overcook it either, because you want, once you're finished cooking, it is still flavorful. You don't want it to burn, because once it burns, the seasoning and the garlic will make the shrimp bitter, and it will become rubbery. So if you overcook, it will be rubbery, and if you undercook, it will be raw. So just find your medium balance, and that should be good. Look at all that flavors. Just look at that. You can see that. You see the flames coming up. You need to try this recipe. Now once the shrimp is complete, we're going to get our seasoning, our ground seasoning ready. And this, I have 2 stalks of scallion, or if you want to call it spring onion, whichever one. So I'm just mincing this, and it doesn't have to be perfect, trust me. Like, we just want the flavors from this. You can even grind these in your bullet or your blender, or whichever food processor you use, but I want to see it in there. If you don't want to see it in there, blend it, but I think it gives a little bit more flavor this way. Nothing too overpowering, it's just right. So after cutting our scallion or spring onion, we're going to mince some garlic. Alright? Cannot have too much garlic. Baby, like, what's a pasta without garlic? So I just mash it with a knife, push down my little hand technique. You know it go. And we're just going to mince it. I'm not speeding this video up at any part, so you should be able to follow the recipe step by step. Now we're going to our ginger, and you cannot cook without ginger. Like, the number 1 rule of cooking is to use ginger and garlic. Now we're going to do our onions, and we are going to do it a little bit big. I am Jamaican, right? A little bit big, but we're not going to mince it. We're chopping it. Yes, chopping is the right word. And if you are not a fan of onion, you can do it a little bit smaller, but we're doing this for flavor, not necessarily for decoration, So look at all of that. I'm telling you, my pot is about to be lit. Yeah. So what I'm doing now, I'm stopping the cooking process of the pasta. So I've drained the boiling water from it, and I'm now putting it under some running water. Hence the reason I said you were to over salt, because once you wash it off, you know most of the salt will be gone. Now we have a saucepan, and I'm putting in 2.5 tablespoons of butter, and I'm using anchor butter, and I'm using the salted. You can use unsalted depending on the amount of salt that you put on the pasta, or if the additional season that you're going to add is salted. Now we're going in with our seasoning, and what I did not tell you to add was scotch bonnet pepper, which I did add. So add a little scotch bonnet pepper, a little cayenne pepper, whatever you have. And if you don't have the ground pepper, you can add the powdered pepper. Ain't no rule in cooking saying you have to use this or that. You can always use whichever you do have. So I'm telling you, my kitchen is about to smell so fine right now. Like, it's a bag of chips, it's a snack. People may I tell you, this smells so good right now. You gotta just eat this as is right here. So yeah. So allow that to marinate, turn your heat down. You don't want these to burn. I'm now adding some coconut milk, and this is 4 cups of coconut milk. You can add more or less depending on the amount of pasta that you're doing, and you can judge it. Trust me, like, become a good judge character of liquids and solids. So we're just giving this a stir to ensure all the flavors are incorporated evenly. You know, we want the flavors to be bursting. Your mouth should be watering at this point, because I'm making the sauce. Now I'm using some all-purpose mix right here. So as I said, if you want to use these seasoning, just hit a girl up on Instagram at all things Anna. I am just giving it a stir. As I say, I want the flavors to be dispersed all over the place. If you just pop up, yeah. You see that? You see the custard on the top of this? You see the custard, the coconut custard? Now I'm adding some heavy cream. No, and an extra, and I like always extra. You could do without the heavy cream and add some, say, cornstarch, but cornstarch kind of take from the flavor. But the heavy cream is going to give it the consistency and the flavor. Don't mind the ice cream chucking in the background, because I'm not paying that no mind. Not buying any ice cream. But yes. So if you're Jamaican and you're watching this, the pot almost reached. You know what I mean? When the pot almost reached, it's near. It's soon dead. You know, that person that we are time your pot now, any minute now, them can, you know, leave out for come. If them be like 5 minutes away. Yeah, less than 5 minutes this done. So I'm adding the pasta to the sauce. Remember now, the pasta is now cold. So we have stopped the cooking process from before. Now we're just adding it to the sauce, and the sauce still is a little bit watery, because once you add the pasta is flour, it is going to thicken the sauce, you know. So you're going to allow that to cook for about 2 minutes to 3 minutes. And when you're cooking your pasta, you can stop the cooking like at 90% of the way, or 95%, because the extra 5% is going to get cooked when you put it here. If you don't cool down your pasta, you're going to have it sagging, you're going to have it falling apart, and you don't want the thing to look unprofessional. You can't learn from Anna do, you know. So look at that sauce, people. It is so creamy, and I haven't added any cheese. And I'm telling you, I'm going in with a little bit extra of my little all-purpose rub. People, me not exaggerate, but if you have not tried this, you have not tried anything. Like, this right here is a taste of heaven on earth. Me not ask Christ, oh no what to. Just look at that. Yeah, tell me, say this no look like Jesus. This look like Jesus. Bad to bad, man. And I behave yourself where you go on. So and I take time. So I think the sauce reach. I'm now going to add our shrimp, people, and we are get everything off of the skillet. We are scrape out every single thing. All of them could juice them Look, you know, yes, we're getting it. We're going right in. Alright, so yeah. Oh god, no more water. One day maybe finish that video, yeah, oh god. But look at that. Just look at that. If you're a fan of black pepper, you can add a little bit more black pepper here or white pepper, but my baby is going to partake of this, and I'm working towards my grandchildren. You know, we'll cut down on a little black pepper. So well, that's why we use the Scotch bonnet pepper. Try to go as natural as possible. It will be full of more spice, you know. So look at that, people. I add my little parsley and my little cilantro and my little basil and something on top of this. May I tell you. Now we are gonna plate it, and we're using a pasta dish. You can use a little bowl, whatever you have. It no matter. Once you cook the food, all you want to share in your hand, girl. It's really up to you. But you know, say I don't have to garnish this down and make it look like at a 10-star restaurant where I cook it in a cooking app, you know. So sit there, look on the shrimp. May I tell us that Jesus the right here, so me if you say Jesus prepared this. Me not tell you no lie. Look how creamy this looks, and this has no cheese on it. People. This is inexpensive and it tastes divine. No Alfredo, no tastes better than this. So I've added my salmon to the top of this, and I still think it look a little black. So we are going in with our powdered cheese. You see, I don't know if I'm having at the back of, we just can use it to garnish. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the little, you know, a little cheese, just a little topping, you know, one time your mother just make you taste up your mouth with the something them, and she now go all in at that me do, yeah. By the time I taste the cheese, I say backside is cheesy, but no, I'm gonna have a little piece of cheese in the fridge, you know. I'm gonna grate it a little bit because we can't use too much cheese because we don't have it. You have to stay on budget. Don't make a belly rule you. Just look upon that. Look upon that. Yes, girl. Yes, goods. Thanks for watching. Until next time, it's your girl Anna. Bye.